Hi guys, I'm finally back. Sorry about that. My friend just wanted to talk to me for a bit. I don't get to talk to him much, so... At least I saved it after I defeated... I didn't get very far, thankfully. It's time to head to Charles. Oh my god. I'm gonna get something to eat quick. It is a place for them.
Yeah. いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Oh, it's a type of mask. Interesting.
Good stuff.
ありがとうございました。
Now when you fill out your skills, now I know what to use your skill points for now. Alright. Let's take care of this guys.
And stay down. You asked for it. Really, guys?
「いらっしゃいませ。
Back to it.
ありがとうございました。
Well, that place changed. Yeah, I think a lot of places changed over the years. Poor Kiryu, he stays out of Kamurocho for so long that everything changed.
Sugira.
Kaito-san told me you'd be here. Don't forget about me next time, yeah?
Wish you'd fucking forget about me. Is there a reason your little gang needs to keep meeting up here?
It's so nice of you to let us use your store, Higashi-san. Especially when you're clearly so opposed to the idea.
Don't talk down to Yakuza, kid.
It's okay, Higashi-san. I think we all know you're nicer than you let on.
What the hell?
Damn, and you're braver than you look, Hoshino-kun. You got the skills to back it up?
Just a third-degree black belt. Not that I've ever had to use it.
Well, I'll call this meeting to order.
Sure. I'll do the honors. Masamichi Shintani of the Genda Law Office has been murdered. Given that his eyes were gouged out, it's likely the mole was responsible. And I'll need all of your help to track him down.
The ADDC, huh? Weird time for that to come up again.
Again? It's come up before?
We can talk about that later. What's important now is Shintani called them before he was killed.
I think I remember them being in the news a lot last year. Something about a new drug that could win a Nobel Prize.
Yeah, here it is.
The ADDC's research into AD9 has now been published in one of the world's leading scientific magazines, leading to the gathering of reporters from both Japan and abroad that we have here today.
It's a brand new dementia drug. They call it AD9. This was right after Director Kido from the ADDC published his paper on it. They're still undergoing clinical trials on larger animals, but apparently every single mouse they've given it to has made a full recovery.
Now with
The man giving the presentation here is Dr. Ryusuke Kido, a world leader in neurophysiology and the primary researcher on AD9.
He's the one who showed me around the center when I was looking into Okubo's case. Guess he's been the director for a while now.
From what I can tell, the Ministry of Health is increasing the ADDC's budget to hasten the development of AD9. They're even adding another building to the center. It's a huge project.
Damn good deal they've got.
I'm still not getting it, though. Why Shintani go and call them?
That's what we're about to find out. And there's only one way to do that.
Come on! Can't just take a man's phone.
First off, we'll need to figure out who Shintani was calling.
Yeah, but how are we gonna do that over the phone?
I suppose that all depends on your acting skills, Detective Yagami.
ADDC, front desk speaking.
Hi there, ma'am. This is... Well, who I am doesn't matter.
Huh?
But anyway, I think a lawyer named Shintani called your office yesterday. I was wondering if you could connect me with whoever he spoke to.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that. It's in violation of our personal information policy.
Well, the truth is, Shintani-san passed away yesterday. This is the last number he dialed, so I'm calling to ask about him.
Are you with the police? You're not, are you?
Well, not exactly. You know what? I'll try back later. No way this happens over the phone. It'll be faster to just head over there myself.
Do you think that's gonna work?
Not sure, but I know the director, remember? Worst case scenario, I come back empty-handed.
I'll come with you, Yagami-san.
Okay. Me and Nagashi will go check out what's going on with the Matsugane family.
So,
Shouldn't
what's
be
next
tough
film
with Hamura
recognition?
out of the picture.
Hey, I don't remember saying I was gonna help you.
By the way, Yagami-san, whatever happened to that guy from 3 years ago? Shinpei Okubo.
He's in the detention
Ah,
center.
Tenno Camp is best kept.
Been there since they gave him his death sentence.
Okay, I'll
Have
never
you ever
change.
gone to see him, Yagami-san?
No? Why would I? Why do you ask, anyway?
I don't know.
I got the
I was
Umbra
wondering what
mob.
he was like. The case got tons of news coverage, you know. I was also wondering what you thought about the case. I mean, did you really think that he was innocent?
Probably.
But then he walked and killed his girlfriend. You defended him for that too, yeah?
Yeah.
Did you believe him then too?
He kept saying the same thing. How he could never have killed anyone. But I didn't believe him, no. Fighting for him in court made me sick to my stomach.
Do you think he deserves the death penalty?
Why does it keep
That's
leading
enough
back?
of a question, Sugiura.
Why does it keep leading back to
My bad.
this?
Was that too far?
Nah.
If you say so.
It's kind of weird it keeps leading back to that. There must be something about him that links to all this.
Yagami-san?
Really need
You're heading to
counterbalance.
the ADDC now, yes? I'm gonna grab a taxi for us. I'll wait for you over on Park Boulevard.
This is how you get shotgun ribbons.
I cannot use any of the
bell
games
ribbon.
here, I noticed.
This is
Don't
good.
get the wrong idea. I'm not one of your little buddies. Remember that.
But yeah, I'm going to actually try to win
Oh,
Shenmue soon. But I got a lot of games on my list. Shenmue will be streamed again, like I said. I just need to get to where it was. It won't take too long. At least I got... Oh,
Must we?
Assassination, skill shot.
he dropped the bronze plate.
What a waste.
Okay, they have not...
Over here, Yagami-san. I have a taxi for us.
Thank you, game, for not having him outright attack me again. Okay, everything is... Now I'm gonna start saving up. This lockpicking one is gonna be needed when I do Negate Plus. I do not care about the drone stuff, like I said. I need to know what this danger display is. You know where I can get it at. So give me a moment. Let's see. There's QR codes in this game? Wait, they unlock... Okay, there's QR codes you use in your phone in game that unlock certain things. I need to go to these places and get these skills. Seriously, I did not know about that. But I will go do that when after this is done.
どちらまで行かれます？それでは出発。
I've heard a bit about this place before. But the ADDC, isn't it just one part of a larger organization? If I recall correctly, they call it the Medical Institute. Is that accurate?
Yeah. They own every last inch of this campus.
It's incredible. Even with all these buildings, they're still getting budget to expand from that new drug. So? Is it the same as you remember?
Yeah.
Watch this be the drug that actually starts dead souls. That'd be hilarious. I don't even know what causes dead souls.
Huh? Don't go too far ahead! Yagami-san!
What are you all shaken up for? Calm down. Just stick with me and you'll be fine. Got that, Yagami?
Yagami-san!
Are you
Try not to
losing
just
your
ditch me,
mind,
okay?
Yagami? Seriously?
Is something wrong?
It's just... After 3 years, it still looks the same.
Huh?
Almost like time itself has stopped.
Yagami-san.
Come on.
Oh, he's remembering
desk's
the
over there.
past. He's losing his mind. I don't think I'm gonna find any QR codes in here. I find that kind of silly that there's QR codes. Oh.
Do you have an appointment, sir?
Well, hello.
I don't, sorry. My name is Hoshino, from the Genda Law Office. This is my partner, Yagami.
If you're
We're here
up
to talk
for,
about a murder that took place in
Jedi Knight
Kamurocho
Jedi Counselor
yesterday.
later. Let me know, okay?
Oh,
A
great.
coworker of
Thanks.
ours named Shintani. He was the victim.
We have a record that he called this center before he was killed.
Huh?
We're hoping you can help
There
us
he
track
is.
down exactly who he spoke to.
I'm very sorry, sir, but I can't provide such private information.
Well, could I at least talk to Director Kido instead? He's an old friend of mine. Just let him know Yagami stopped by to say hello.
I don't think that'll be necessary. Look over there.
Shit, no wonder they made.
Gentlemen, I really don't know what else you want from me. I have nothing more to say. I've told the police all that I know.
Yeah, I know. Sorry about all this, Director. Problem is, my partner here won't give it a rest till he sees the scene of the crime. But I'm sure we'll be leaving soon.
That's not what we agreed upon. You know this isn't about how long it takes.
And what about Okubo? I take it he's still not fessed up.
No, not quite as of yet, sir. But we all saw where the body was. Exactly where he said it would be.
Quite true. Not much point in fighting this now. The Minister has made it clear that he wants it resolved soon as well. Just look at how much trouble one contractor has caused.
Sorry, which minister? I didn't know about this, sir.
The Health Minister. It's all his call how much funding we get.
Director, if I may, if you would just direct me to the scene of the crime, I could head over there myself. I'll be out of your hair in no time, I assure you.
I'd rather you didn't wander on your own. So instead, she can show you. Terasawa-kun, these gentlemen here are Shintani-sensei and,
Yagami.
It's a pleasure. I hope I can help you find what you need.
Well, with that, I'll be taking my leave.
Thank you again, Director. Apologies for all the trouble.
This way. I can show you how to get to Waku-san's room.
Who's Waku-san?
The guy who died in his room?
Oh, yeah. And you are... Terasawa-san, huh? Wow, you're young. And a looker to boot.
Can we keep this professional?
Huh?
Nice try, Shintani-sensei.
Not the friendliest girl in town, huh?
We're not exactly welcome guests here.
After I busted my ass to pass the bar, I always figured I'd have my pick of the ladies.
Right this way, please. Straight ahead is the ADDC's general ward. Waku-san's room is on the 4th floor. This was the room assigned to Waku-san.
What's down there?
That's the research wing, where they develop all our new drugs.
Oh.
You can't get in without a gold key card, though. Not even I have one.
Gold, huh?
I suppose because it's the heart of the center's operations.
Huh. Sounds like it's a whole nother world back there. Security like that must be a bitch. Come on, Yagami.
Before he died, Waku-san spent most of his time in here.
And when was he admitted?
2 years ago. With Alzheimer's.
Some kind of dementia, right?
Alzheimer's is a neurodegenerative disease that leads to dementia, yes. In fact, it's the cause of almost 70% of all dementia
What if
cases.
remove this?
So, they're one and the same, kinda? Anyway, do what you gotta do, Yagami.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there's a cat somewhere. Kitty! What's funny, every time you do a detective thing in this game, there's a random cat.
Meow.
How do
What
this?
game are you playing?
Judgment.
Ah.
Judgment is the offshoot of Yakuza. It takes place in the same universe. And it takes place kind of like when Kiryu is out of the picture for a bit. He's, I think right now in the story, he's in Okinawa.
Ah, okay.
Actually, I think he's in jail right now, from what I remember from 5. And he gets out in 3 years, so this is the 3rd year. It's 2018.
Ah.
The next game is going to focus on the pandemic, so and Yakuza is actually going to go into that. Let's see. What am I looking for here? Investigate the bed, okay.
I'm talking in my ass, asshole.
Suspicious. Has anyone else slept here since Waku-san's death?
Nobody, no.
And Waku-san was missing from his room the morning of the incident, yes?
That's right.
So he was murdered here, then carried out.
I can't say for sure, but it's likely.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what to look for here. It's a window. It's just a plain window. Doing marks or something?
Uh-huh.
I don't really see anything here.
I'm trying to bully Macquarie you.
Another window here? There's not.
Hey,
What do we...
the window's sealed shut. There's no way Waku-san could have escaped through here. Suspicious. All the rooms have windows like this, right? Seems like people would notice if something was going on in here.
Well, we only have so many employees in this ward. The halls stay fairly busy, but it's mostly dementia patients moving between appointments.
I see. I wonder how the room looks from the hallway.
You got all you need from here, yeah?
Oh, violence
I think
is
so.
here. Great. Fuck off, my bow will murder you. But sorry, was it stab supposed to hurt me?
You can definitely see what's going on from out here.
Oh, that actually does hurt a bit.
Shintani-sensei, can
Nice
you lay on the bed
punch,
for me?
Bitch.
I guess so.
Yeah, you're dead.
Wanna join
Bye.
me, Terasawa-san? What do you got to lose?
Thanks for the 2 essence,
It
you
was a
stupid
joke.
idiot.
So from this vantage point, you can't make out the person's face.
So, was this the colossal waste of time I knew it'd be?
Nope, I got something I'd only get from being here.
Does it matter? It's been days. Case is practically closed.
Okay,
Shinpei
let's do the
Okubo
free
is
target.
guilty as hell.
Well, according to him, he's not.
Well, of course, that's what he says. Consider the facts, though, man. You want to review the case?
Oh, never mind. He's still spinning. He's
Sure.
still spinning.
Let's go over
He's
what we
still
know so
spinning.
far.
Whatever you want. All right, here we go. Our victim was the patient staying in this room. Koichi Waku, male.
Just watch.
Age 66. At 8:30 a.m. on the
No
morning
idea what it is you're playing.
Warframe.
Oh.
of the crime. The nurses
Apparently
noticed
they
he was
showed
missing
what
from his bed.
Soul Frame looks like.
Given Waku's degenerative state,
I just want you to see
they
this.
assumed he was wandering around the hospital
let's see
somewhere.
here.
But after being unable to track him down, hospital staff filed a missing
Okay, what am
persons
I
report.
looking at now?
Right.
You know what a dementia patient's like, though.
Also, nice,
Hard to
nice looking
imagine
in
they'd
our
make it outside on their own.
You see it right
The
what's
only
in front of me?
conclusion then was that somebody must
The
have
green
taken
are
him
walking
out of
around
the
in circles?
hospital. After
Yeah,
inspecting all
that's
the
an
cars
enemy
that came
steel
in and out
path
of the
right now.
center, they were left with one possible suspect. A laundry man by the name of Shinpei. It didn't take much pride for Okubo to confess burying Waku's
Like even
body
my
in the
confidence game, I was
mountains.
like, yeah, okay.
And lo and behold,
This is
2
silly.
months
Yeah.
after Waku disappeared,
Put him out of his
the
misery.
cops found his body rotting away right where Okubo said it'd be. Cause of
Okay.
death was most likely suffocation, but they still don't know
Good choice
for
of
sure.
bows, too, by the way.
No,
Any
that's
objections
right, yeah.
to this so far?
Also, the spectrum with me. It's not that doing as much damage
Actually,
as I
yeah.
would like to.
You're forgetting something.
Yeah.
My inner rose
And
is
what's that?
janky as
Okubo-kun insists he
fuck.
didn't kill anyone.
It has adaptation, by the way,
All
so
he
if I
admits
take
to is
damage,
dumping the
I
body.
become immune to the damage.
Nice. Okay, back to what I was doing.
Oh, sure.
But yeah, I
Yeah,
saw the
me.
trailer for
Guy's got a history
Soul
of assault.
Frame. I'd
and
put
it's
it
on
in
record. Roughed up his
Yeah,
girlfriend.
it looked good.
Accidentally broke her finger.
Right, but that was over 6 years ago.
As long as
He was
it looks
just a
good,
kid.
then that's
Got drunk,
for me.
made a huge mistake.
And what? It's okay for a kid to hit a woman?
Of course not. But that's not what he's on trial for.
True.
Cute it.
I don't condone what he did. But legally, committing
That's
one
a-
crime doesn't mean you're guilty of another.
Run away.
Fine. But what about Okubo's shaky alibi? He said he left the center at 10 a.m.
Hi.
after grabbing the sheets from the general ward. Claimed Waku-san's corpse somehow got loaded into his truck. Who's gonna believe garbage like that?
If anyone should, it's his lawyers.
Point.
We're meeting with Okubo after this, right? You should just be honest with him. Tell him the case is unwinnable.
Are you two done here?
Nice shooting me. I took no
Yep.
damage from that because
Can you
apparently
show
my
us the
defense is so
garage
fucking
next?
high.
The one where Okubo-kun parked his truck.
That's a good
The
thing,
service
though, isn't
entrance,
it?
I think it was. That's the only other place we'll need to see today.
Here, watch. Oh, you shoot microphone. Never mind. No shooting cat.
We'll need to take an elevator down there. Follow me.
Follow me.
Or two.
Well, I just learned something interesting about this game, Hollow. There are some skills, some fighting skills, I need to find randomly around the world by using QR codes in game.
I fucking hate it when developers implement things like that into the games.
Well, the thing is that you don't have to use your real phone. You got to use the in-game phone, thankfully.
It's in-game related, so it's an in-game mechanic.
This
Still,
is set,
it's annoying.
This is set in 2018. There was a game that was set when you had flip phones. I remember those things.
They're getting a return because of
Because they're easier to work with.
Hey, Yagami.
And
You're never gonna last if you
Apple's
keep taking
making them
cases
too
like this.
big and they don't last
Criminal
long.
suits are a constant test of your conviction, your sense of justice.
Also, they
They
explode.
don't even
apparently.
pay that well.
Yeah.
Careful who you say that around.
Look, just chill out, okay?
Hopefully we
Take
can
it
get
from
done
me.
with Coruscant
I've
today.
been around the
and,
block way longer than you have.
what do you want to do first at the Coruscant? Urshida or Terrace?
Hard to say right now.
Looks like a regular old garage to me.
You'd make it out with no problem if you put a body into your truck down here. It's quiet.
It is.
Hey, Yagami.
Another
Check
invasion?
this out.
Okay, I'll take it.
These are the carts they use to
That-
collect
no
sheets
way.
and linens. Day of the crime. Okubo
It's
was all over the hospital with
Torment!
one of these things. Would have been simple for him to sneak a body in there and cart it right out.
Maybe so.
Ow.
Well, where was Okubo parked on the day of the incident?
Oh,
Don't knock me over. Hey, you're bleeding out, buddy. Bye.
the truck was parked here, with the back facing the elevator. Here's a recreation of it.
Stop.
I see.
Dirty. Micah Vought.
DNA evidence from the victim.
That
was
was
found in the
armor and
flatbed of the
arcanes me,
truck.
but still Micah fucking
That's
Vought
proof
trying to kill
enough
their
that the
guy.
body was there. And when they confronted Okubo, he flat out admitted it.
When was Waku-san last seen?
Just before 8 a.m. on the day of the crime.
Yeah, 7:50 to be precise. An ADDC scientist will be testifying to that. He claims he saw him nice and cozy in his bed.
And yes, I have Wukong
see.
free on my
Can we
inner
talk to
oath
this
because
witness?
it gives me more
I
armor.
tried to get an appointment, but they shut me
Nice.
down. Said they don't want us interfering with their research anymore.
They're not willing to make an exception this once?
This isn't an issue you want to push, Yagami. Worst case scenario, you get charged with witness intimidation.
All right, all right. Anyway, the victim was last seen at 7:50.
That's right. Breakfast is at 8 o'clock, so the patients who can walk on their own gather in the break room. But on the day of his disappearance, 8:30 came and went with no sign of Waku-san.
You thought you'd find him quickly. Didn't exactly turn out that way.
Right.
Got that, Yagami? Here, let's go over some more details.
Idiot. Not only does that trigger my adaptation,
What we know is,
but also triggers
Waku
all my
was
damage.
taken out of his
Fuck you.
room sometime between 7:50 when he was last seen.
Thank you for taking my grace, which means my
8:30 when
region is
everyone
ridiculously
noticed he was
high. I
gone.
heal 1k per second.
During that 40-minute span, somebody
Oh yeah,
suffocated
my
Waku and stuffed
my
him
build
into
is
the
kind of
laundry
ridiculous
bin.
in surviving.
Nobody suspected there was
That's
a body
good.
in the cart. And the only
I
clear
always have my
culprit was
abilities ready to
Okubo,
execute enemies.
the man in charge of the laundry.
Okay, let's get out of here. This mission's done.
To further back
Still took
this up,
forever
DNA evidence from Waku was found
because
in
I don't
Okubo's
have
truck.
enough steel essence to make my
And when
weapons
the
hit
police
the ultimate
questioned
level,
Okubo,
aka weapon
he
arcanes.
confessed to
Because you have
burying
to
the
unlock
body
them with
in
steel
the
essence.
mountains
And
of
how do you get steel
Okutama.
essence? Steel path.
3 months after the crime, Waku's corpse was finally found. With me? This thing's airtight, Yagami. I know you're getting into this, but come on. Just give it up already. You don't have a chance.
Even though Okubo says he's innocent, I promised him we'd do everything we could.
Not my problem. You shouldn't make promises you can't keep.
Fine, then I'll do it alone. You don't have to be involved.
Even if I'm not, the loss will hurt Genda-sensei's reputation.
I'm sorry, but our client says he's innocent. I can't back down from this.
Fine. I'll be in the lobby.
If you like, I could take you to see Waku-san's room again.
You don't mind? That would be great. Waku-san was here until the morning of the incident. Then he just up and disappeared.
I'm gonna go to the place of
The window's sealed.
Look at him.
Are you...
Yeah, I've seen what I need. Anything else you can share?
How long will Okubo-san's sentence be?
Huh?
If he's found guilty, that is.
Probably 10 years, maybe more. It's hard to say for sure.
And what if he confesses? Would they shorten his sentence?
Well, at the very least, it'd make a better impression than insisting he didn't do it.
But you're still
Okay,
going to
this
push
is
an innocent plea?
strange.
Even though
Murder
Okubo-san is the one
in
who'll suffer for it?
Japan
If he's really
is a
not guilty,
10-year
he won't have
prison
to.
sentence.
I'll win. But to be perfectly honest, this is my
That
first
sounds
criminal
about right.
case.
That's kind of weird, but we have...
Civil cases have been a mixed bag for me,
when
too.
murder happens here
I've
in the
actually
U.S.,
lost more than I've
we,
won.
Is that so?
Apparently, a
have the death
smart
penalty.
lawyer would never even consider an innocent plea in
Depends
this
on
case.
how severe the...
Guess it's a
severe
good
the
thing that I'm
murder
not
is.
so smart then. Because I
Well, in
honestly
Japan,
believe I can win.
if the murder is like shooting or
Terasawa-san,
suffocating someone,
were
it's
you
10
close to
years. If it's a
Okubo-kun?
Yakuza,
I spoke to him pretty
murder,
often,
it's,
yes.
What, it's 30
I would
years.
see him around the ward all the time.
And what did you think of him? Did he seem like the kind of guy who'd do something like this?
That happened
I'm
in
sorry.
this
The director
series.
told us not to say too much.
A character
Wait.
by the name, I forgot his name.
If
He's
you know
so hard to
anything that can
remember.
help,
He's a friend
just get in
of
touch, okay?
Majima's. Killed like 18 people
I'll do
with
whatever it takes to
6
set
guns.
Okubo-kun free. But I can't do it alone.
He was in jail, and this
Give
was
it
in
some
the
thought,
80s,
Terasawa-san.
for like almost 30 years. And it turned out they were rubber bullets. They weren't
Just
killed
now,
by him, they were killed by
I went to
someone
the
else.
ADDC. Thought I should have
That's
to look
why
at
there's a
things with my
meme
own
all the time
eyes.
around Yakuza about rubber bullets.
And how did it go?
Kiryu doesn't kill.
No
He uses
chance
rubber
you walk.
bullets.
You're practically a lost
Kiryu didn't
cause.
throw the person off the building. He threw him into a
Yagami-sensei,
pillow.
is that what you think?
Those jokes. No, but
Those
Majima,
guys,
he's
that
killed
was
people.
tight.
You tell me you're innocent, and I'll fight
Majima
to
killed
the
people,
end.
but they deserve it.
I really
But
have nothing to lose
in
by helping you out.
Inshin Like a Dragon, the feudal Japan one,
It's
the
just like I
character
told
that is
you.
Kiryu does kill people.
Whoever did it is framing me.
Oh, that's
Different
kind of an
times.
obvious thing. Yeah.
And I am going to enjoy playing that because it's the first time this game has ever come out of Japan, and I have been wanting to play it ever since I learned about it a long time ago.
I mean, I'm good.
On the day of the crime, you were in the general ward at the ADDC, yes? Starting at 8 a.m., you went around to each room and gathered the linens.
Yes. Nobody would dispute that.
And after that, you covered Wakusan's nose and mouth, suffocated him, and then carted him out in the laundry bin.
Step on me.
That's not true. Wakusan wasn't
Sorry,
there
that's
when
a
I
joke.
went into his room. I didn't see him at all that day. You have to believe me.
And I do. So when you went down to leave the center at 10 a.m. after gathering the linens, you realized there was a body hidden in the truck.
Yes. That's what happened.
Then, after debating whether or not to report the body, you chose to hide it in the mountains.
Don't hit me.
I had a criminal assault on my record. I knew the police would have suspected me if I went to them.
Aren't you forgetting the bad blood you had with Wakusan?
Huh?
Bad blood? What are you talking about?
3 days before the murder, Wakusan claimed
Oh.
Okubo-kun here punched
Someone
him
has
and stole
a
his
strong
wallet.
aura.
They told me all about it at the center,
When did you even ask?
while you were busy chatting up Terasawa-chan. Even if I bitch about it, I'm still damn good at my job.
Well, Okubo-kun, did you take his wallet or...
Not quite. They call it delusion of theft. It's a symptom of dementia. You think something's been stolen from you, then blame the first person you see. Not the easiest thing to deal with, right? Someone accuses you of theft for no reason? Must have been a shock. So when Wakusan tried to hit you, You just about hit him back.
I'm
But
back.
I didn't
Sabata.
hit him.
No.
I'm beginning to go get something to
murdered
eat
him.
soon.
I wouldn't kill a man over
And then we
something
can go
like that.
we can do Star Wars
Ah.
if you're up for it.
I wish I could believe you, pal.
Yeah, a little
Come
bit.
on, Okubo-kun.
If you're not, I
You got
can
a
keep
record
doing
of
Judgment.
violence.
I know.
It wasn't me. I swear. Somebody set me up. Please, you have to believe me. Whoever did this is laughing at all of us right now.
Calm down.
Yagami-sensei, do you believe me?
I do.
Okay. And next time, come along.
Fine. I can take a hint. You and Yagami-sensei can cuddle up all you want.
Hey, you know that nurse, Terasawa-san? Cute girl. It sounded like she was worried about you. Bet you'd have a chance with her once you get out of here.
I don't know. If you'll excuse me.
So Shintani just left you hanging, huh? He's gotta learn some damn patience.
Maybe so. But this is my case now. I can handle it myself.
Huh. Okay.
Yagami-san.
Hmm?
Have you seen Mafia lately?
Well, where's this coming from?
She's just not that great with men. I suggest you be more assertive.
Right. Okay.
You mean that friend of yours, Sarikun? She's got Shintani all riled up. Said he'd have been nicer to you if he knew you had friends who looked like her. Jackass.
Hey, nothing's official yet, guys. Regardless, keep it on the down low, okay?
Yet? That word says more than you think.
Mafia Kun's a prosecutor, right? Isn't it kind of taboo for her to date a defense attorney?
Can we not do this?
Either way, guess the Okubo case comes first. Pleading innocent, yeah?
That's the plan.
What is your plan here? This isn't gonna be an easy win.
Well, I'm working on that. There's one piece of evidence that still bothers me.
Yeah? And what's that?
That's another 5 steel essence.
Take a look at this. It's the hospital room the victim was staying in. This is the last place Waku-san was seen before he disappeared. At the time, the witness would have seen Waku-san from this angle through the window in the door. But the cabinet here would have been blocking his face.
Uh-huh.
In other words, there's room to argue that the witness never actually saw Waku-san to begin with. It might have just looked like there was somebody in there. Or maybe the killer set it up to look that way.
I don't want to touch
How
you,
would that
Chipper.
impact the trial?
Well, the premise that the victim was still alive at 8 o'clock would no longer be on the table. Meaning, the crime could have occurred during a much
Fail
wider
breaker
time
mission.
range.
Get 5 kills
With that
within
in
3
mind,
seconds.
we could claim there's no proof that Okubo
Break
took
5
Waku-san
number
out of the
bills.
room.
Don't kill.
Right. Not bad.
What the hell's your problem?
Was that Shintani?
I think so.
Get back here!
Okay, call. Next mission.
Bastard. Eavesdropping on you.
What the hell?
I tried to stop him, but he pulled a stun gun on me.
Hey! Wait up!
Even before he became a detective, he was a runner.
Hold up!
Let's go, Kyle.
You won't get away!
Camera system again. Of course, fucking deacons.
Hold up!
Oh, really?
You won't get away! A woman?
Help! Someone help me!
Aren't you Terasawa-san?
Let me go!
We got a groper out here? Scum of the earth!
Oh, Yakuza care?
Not on my watch, you son of a bitch!
Fuck you, deacons. You'll die. Really? Another area? D,
Can all
did
lawyers
you
fight
actually
like
think
that?
of putting stuff in the maps to do? Or is this just an accident? God, it's still going. Oh, never mind. That was awkward for Nostrum to
Did
see.
you really need to run away like that? I assume
A
you came to
Grenier
see me.
saving them.
There was something I wanted to talk to you about, yes.
Yeah. It's like,
But
that's one of the
I
mission
wasn't sure if I
objectives, to
should.
save all 5
Then
Ostrons
that
that's in
pig-headed
here.
friend of yours started shouting, so I just lost it.
Yeah, so
Okay,
suddenly
but did you try to
Ostrons are
tase him?
saved by Grenier.
Not that he didn't have it coming.
Because it's Call.
Anyway, I'm listening if you want to talk. No matter what it is, I'll keep your secret. Anything you tell me will fall under client attorney privilege.
Hey, at least they get to fucking kill deacons again.
Well, you know the witness who
True.
last saw Waku-san? Said he saw him sleeping in his bed.
Uh-huh.
Well, that witness is a man by the name of Shono-san. He's one of the scientists at the ADDC. Not only that, but he's the director's
this is
right-hand man, too.
This is a void hole. Cool.
This is him?
Yes. He's a very dedicated doctor, so the nurses have a lot of faith in him. But something felt off when I heard what he had to say about the incident.
And what's that?
I guess I'm just skeptical as to whether or not he actually saw Waku-san. I don't think he's intentionally deceiving us, but he may be mistaken somehow. And if I had to guess, I'd say the other nurses feel the same.
I don't know, Gene Tax.
Still, why hasn't anyone mentioned this until now?
How could we? Nurses talking about a doctor behind his back? That's not something a nurse could do without
Tap tap
consequences.
Sura, tap tap.
And if it came to a courtroom testimony,
None of you would testify?
maybe the other nurses wouldn't, but I would. I never really fit in over there anyway. Besides,
Yeah?
I think Okubo-san is innocent.
Oh, really? Sounds like I finally got an ally on my team.
Oh, I want Dintex. Aww.
I'm currently employed as a researcher at the Advanced Drug Development Center. Part of our research consists of clinical tests we perform on patients in the general ward of the center. On the day of the crime,
It's jetpack
I was
time?
making
Oh,
my
it's
usual
jetpack time.
rounds through the ward.
And what time was that?
Around 7:50?
You're sure?
Yes. The patients eat breakfast at precisely 8 o'clock. I always head to the break room myself, right around then, too.
This break room, to be precise?
That's correct. Our more mobile patients walk there for breakfast instead of eating in their own rooms. Then, while the nurses help the patients eat, I ask about how they feel and how the medicine is treating them.
Fail.
And on the day of Waku-san's disappearance,
And you're safe.
you passed by his room before going to the break room?
Yes.
And in that room, you saw Waku-san lying on the bed?
Yes.
Can you describe the situation to us as you remember it?
The door has a window, so you can see into the room from the hallway.
And this is the room you're referring to, yes?
That's correct. From where I was standing in the hallway, I could see Waku-san lying in bed. He was asleep, with a blanket covering most of his body.
And what time was that?
Around 7:50.
No further questions.
Yagami-sensei, why did you call her to the stand?
She actually asked to testify.
No,
Is
they're
that a
not.
problem?
They're fucking sentient.
Not
Weirdos.
really, no.
Hey, Nostron.
Terasawa-san, you were present for Shono-san's testimony just now, yes?
Yes.
And what is your opinion on that testimony?
For a scientist,
Oh.
I felt his wording was rather imprecise. And as a medical professional, I felt his actions were negligent.
Could I ask you to be a little more specific?
Our witness, Shono-san, claims he saw Waku-san sleeping in his bed during his morning rounds. However, there's no way he could have known that just by looking in from the hallway.
Yeah, because Carl's a Veilbreaker
I have
now.
evidence supporting Terasawa-san's testimony.
Nice.
You want something funny about the Veilbreaker?
Hmm?
It's not designed by anything, it's not designed by the Tenno or Kaylee who
Please
helps
look
you.
at this.
It's designed by Call himself.
It's a photograph of the victim's
Which
room
actually
as
gets a
viewed from
comment
the
saying like,
hallway.
hey, wait, you made
In other
and,
words,
and doesn't
this is
want
what
to kill?
Shono-san would
You're
have seen
a
when he
different
checked
type
in
of
on
Grenier,
Waku-san.
aren't you? So apparently when Grenier tinker, they mostly make deadly killing machines.
Makes sense.
Waku-san was
But
already
Carl
dead when
doesn't see
Shono-san
it
went
like
to
that.
check on him.
What are
So,
you
like-
implying?
At the time, the defendant hadn't yet
Again, it's
collected the
interesting.
links. In fact, he hadn't even arrived
Why
at the
sentient?
ADDC, meaning Okubo-san could not have been the murderer.
Assuming that's true, then, why did he go through the trouble of hiding Waku-san's body in
I'm
his
using your
laundry
guns
cart?
against you.
Huh? Well, depending on how you
So
look
to still
at it.
find one more
Please.
Grenier flying
You know
around
this is a
here.
court of law, don't you?
Sorry, let me start over.
I need to find one more
Our
Grineer that's
witness,
under the
Shono-san,
veil breaker effect and
claims he
save
saw
him. Then
Waku-san
that side
sleeping
mission
in
is
his
done,
bed
and I get
during
extra
his morning
rewards.
rounds. However, I'm not convinced that's actually what happened. Please, it's a photograph. In other words, the murderer was already hiding in the room.
What are you implying?
He then killed Waku-san after Shono-san left. After that, he used
Hello.
a laundry cart to carry the body down to Okubo-san's truck in the garage.
But there was only one person seen taking a laundry cart from Waku-san's room. And that's Okubo-san himself. Are you saying he really is the culprit?
Huh?
Please.
Sorry. Let me start over. Our witness, however,
I'm not doing a good job with this. I apologize.
it's a... In other... Shono-san was lying when he said he saw Waku-san in the bed.
Excuse me?
What he saw from the door was likely nothing more than a bulge of sheets. He couldn't have been able to identify it specifically as Waku-san. So to claim as much in his testimony seems like quite an exaggeration, don't you think?
But common sense would
I'm
dictate
kinda
otherwise,
surprised
would
they
it
don't
not?
make
Who would be in the bed other than Waku-san?
The staff
sorry,
nurses
what?
are trained to always enter
I was talking about
a room when checking in on a patient. In Waku-san's case, it's impossible to tell anything just by
Okay, weird secrets.
looking in from the hallway. There was actually one time a while back where we thought he was under the covers, only to find Waku-san eating in the break room a second later. And upon
Looks like they're
re-examining the
finding
room, we realized that we had mistaken a bunched-up pillow for Waku-san.
The witness makes an important distinction. The prosecution asserts that Shono-san's testimony is clear, that the victim was taken out of his room at some point between 7:50 and 8:30 in the morning. They claim that because of this time frame, the defendant must have
Oh, it's
smuggled
not from there.
Waku-san's body
Cool,
out
that's
in his
enough
laundry
side effect
bin.
that I need.
But if Shono-san's testimony
Maybe
is
one more
invalid,
Astron
as
somewhere
the
and one
defense
more
asserts,
gene stem somewhere.
we have to consider the possibility that Waku-san was taken in the middle of the night when nobody else
goddamn.
was around. After which, the killer could have waited until the morning to plant the body in the defendant's truck. In other words, the defense establishes that there is reasonable doubt that Okubo-san is the killer, rendering the prosecution's central argument unsound. Your Honor, taking this new testimony into account, I'd like to call Shono-san back to the stand for cross-examination. Shono-san.
Yes?
I'll get right to the point. On the day of the crime, what did you see when you looked into Waku-san's room?
I saw Waku-san asleep in his bed, I think.
And did you get a clear look at his face?
I don't remember.
So it's possible that it could have been someone other than Waku-san in that bed. Or maybe even a pillow that you mistook to be Waku-san's body. Isn't that right?
Objection! The defense is leading the witness.
Sustained. Please rephrase the question.
Shono-san, can you say without a doubt that Waku-san was in that bed when you checked on him?
I don't think I can, no.
Then the defense rests. But I do have a quick remark for the prosecution.
Huh?
The charges against my client stem from your assertion that he's the only possible suspect, assuming the crime took place within the stated time frame. However, the defense has proven without a doubt that Shono-san's testimony
I don't have
is
to save you.
unreliable, establishing reasonable doubt for my client.
But let's
I would
make the
suggest
squad
then
bigger.
that you withdraw the charges against my client. With such inconclusive evidence, you'll only be wasting the court's precious time.
The prosecution does not consider the witness's testimony inconclusive. His memory of the incident may be fuzzy, yes, but that doesn't change that he saw the victim.
So, your whole case is based on a fuzzy memory? This promising young man's future is at stake, and you're willing to throw that away on unreliable testimony?
Dr. Shono is a bright and diligent researcher. After watching his own grandmother develop dementia, he vowed to create a drug that could cure the disease. After paying his own way through medical school, he went on to become the head researcher at the ADDC. Day after day, Dr. Shono visits his sick patients out of the kindness of his heart, leading to his valiant testimony here today. If you want to know whether I trust this man, then my answer is a resounding yes.
In other words, because he's such a great researcher, his testimony is infallible. His own admission that he's not sure is somehow overlooked? Is that the sum of it? Because from here, it sounds like you're putting your faith in Shono-san's title, not his testimony today.
The prosecution is not as easily swayed as you think. And you want to talk reputation? What of your client's history of domestic abuse? Six years ago, the defendant broke his girlfriend's finger. The poor girl is still suffering from the effects. And the cause? A minor, drunken disagreement.
Oh, cool
Now,
weapon.
fast forward to what occurred a few days prior to the crime. Waku-san, suspecting the defendant of stealing his wallet, lashed out and punched the defendant in the face. Given the clearly violent nature of Okubo-san here, that alone would be motivation enough to murder the poor old...
Is something wrong, ma'am? Please remain seated while court is in session. Terasawa-san?
Okubo-san is not a violent person. And he hasn't even had a drink in over 6 years. Not a single drop since the incident.
My court will not stand for this commotion.
He didn't blame Waku-san at all. He knew that the outburst was just caused by his dementia. That it was all the sickness's fault. So there was no reason for him to resort to murder.
Terasawa-san, please.
Okubo-san really is an incredible, caring person.
Please leave this courtroom at once.
You're right that he may be hard to approach, but he's a kind soul.
So
and he
it
always
takes
keeps
this
his
young
promises.
lady to free him,
Okubo-san's
and
not
then
the
he
only
turns
person in this
around
courtroom
and
who would
kills
be
her.
affected by
If
a
this is the
guilty
same
verdict
woman.
either. As a matter of fact, it would break my heart. And even through it all, he wanted me to keep this a secret, not to tell anyone, not even his lawyer, that we were dating. Even though he knew he could have
Yeah,
ended up
it's
in
that
prison,
gal that he kills.
That was
making
faster.
sure I was safe was the only thing in the world he cared about.
Oh, it counts for one of
That's just
the
who he is.
side missions.
But when the prosecution has already decided he's a criminal, how could he possibly be given a fair trial?
Her little outburst wasn't technically admissible, but as the trial dragged on, it hung over the jury like a stone. And in
Was
the
he being
end,
sarcastic?
Shinpei Okubo was found not guilty. But only a month after his release, everything changed. The same girl who had so bravely proclaimed Okubo's innocence died by the man's own hand.
Do I have to do it?
Something wrong?
No, it's nothing, Vice Minister.
But...
I haven't seen you in about 3 years, Kido-san. I see you're still the director.
You look familiar, but I can't quite place the name. I seem to recall you looking sharper.
I'm a detective based in Kamurocho now. The name's Yagami.
Ah, I remember now. You're the reason Terasawa-kun's no longer with us. Remember, Shono?
Okubo-san was unstoppable. If only my testimony had been better.
Shono-san, right?
Does it matter? What brings you here anyway?
No, that's
I'm
a
investigating
thumper,
a murder.
not Tenno.
And I'll need your cooperation with it. Just like old times.
Yes, I see. Yes. Thank you. It does seem we received a phone call from this Shintani-san you speak of.
Do you know who he was calling?
Dr. Shono.
The same Shono-san you were just with?
Yes. However, it's unclear as to what the point of the call was meant to be. Shono was away from his desk at the time, you see, and Shintani-san didn't leave a message.
I have a feeling that this
You have
drug
no
is
idea
what's
what he wanted to
making
talk
people
about?
kill.
Shono says he doesn't know a Shintani-san, and sees no reason why he would be calling.
Oh, really?
Shono and I co-authored the research paper on AD9. We're quite well known, as it turns out. Sometimes complete strangers pretend to be close friends, relatives, in order to contact us. Perhaps Shintani-san fell into that category.
Have you heard of the mole murders taking place in Kamurocho, Dr. Kido? 3 Yakuza, each one with their eyes gouged out. It's a grisly business. Shintani was killed in the same way.
I've seen the news.
Can you think of anything tying the ADDC to those murders?
Huh? Look, just what are you implying? Look, I believe we're done here. There's nothing I can help you with.
Please stop! You can't!
Who are you?
Detective Kuroiwa, Kamuro Police, Organized Crime. One of your guests here has information related to the case I'm currently investigating. That would be you, Yagami.
Hmm?
I'd like to speak to you as a material witness to the murder of the lawyer Masamichi Shintani.
Is that so?
Is Yagami gonna get put in jail? Collusion?
The mole's latest victim was the lawyer, Shintani. The last call he made brings the case that ruined Yagami 3 years ago
Let's
back
see
to
what's
the
in the next
surface.
room. Otherwise, I'm gonna go back because those 2 things I can still
The
finish.
patient was taken from a hospital and found buried in the mountains. Yagami defended the suspect, Shinpei Okubo, and got an acquittal. But 1 month later, he murdered his girlfriend Emi Terasawa with a kitchen knife and burned the remains.
It's gonna turn out
I'd
this
like to speak
drug
to you as a
is
material
doing it.
witness to the murder of the lawyer Masamichi Shintani.
Is that so?
I'm Hoshino, an attorney at Genda Law Office. Officer, is this interview voluntary, or...?
It is.
It's your call, Yagami-san.
I think I'll pass.
Oh, fuck it. Let's get out of here.
Excuse me?
You have your answer, sir. You can go now.
You can make this easier if you come now. Next time, it won't be voluntary.
Your empty threats don't mean much to a lawyer.
Can you take this elsewhere? I really must be...
Too bad he's not a lawyer anymore, then. Your friend's nothing now. Just come along quietly. I'll come back with a warrant if I have to.
I'd like to see you try. Why do you suspect me anyway? I bet you don't even have a reason.
Level 3
I
fort.
can come up with a few good ones.
Enough. Get the hell out of my
Can now
office.
buy some of the Archons. Breathing toxins effect will also
You'll
apply
regret this,
corrosive
Yagami.
effects. Okay. Archon Continuum, that's pretty much Continuum, and if anything, NFAs affect toxin status will also affect the corrosive, which is really good.
Nice.
You too.
Archon Flow.
Before we
Enemies
go,
killed
can we
by
speak to
cold
Shono-san
damage
for a
have
sec?
a
We need to
10%
know why Shintani
cold,
called him.
cold damage abilities have a
already told
10%
you,
chance
he
to drop an
doesn't
energy
know.
orb,
Get it through
and
your
also gives
skull.
a lot of good
Now,
flow,
please
a lot of
leave.
duration.
No problem.
Ability
Yeah,
has
I
survived.
think
We'll let you
I
get
think
back
the
to work.
flow that the card itself gives is equal or maybe a little stronger than a primed flow. I'm not really
Bloody
sure.
fuck.
This is really getting out of hand.
Archon
don't you think?
Intensify, plus 30% ability strength.
I
That's
can't
not that
believe
good,
that
though.
detective thinks
Restoring
you're a
health
material
with,
witness.
abilities grants plus
I don't know what he's
restoring
talking
health
about.
with abilities grant 30%
But what I'm
ability
more
strength for
interested in is
10%.
how
So
he
it,
even
it
knew
will
where
keep
to
stacking
find
as long as you keep healing yourself.
That's a good point.
That's still pretty good.
How would the police know we were here?
Plus 30
me.
Archon stretch, plus 35
now, let's
ability
focus on
range,
Shono,
abilities
though.
that deal electric
It would
damage,
be a
restore
waste coming here
2%
and not
energy
talking
per second,
Agreed.
seconds over 5
Let's
seconds.
see if the receptionist can help us.
Whoa, Archon Vitality, plus 44% health. That's basically Umbra health.
Yep.
And status effect from abilities dealt with heat damage will apply twice.
Nice.
Gimme. Yes, wrap it for me.
Save it for the 12,000 one later. I need this
This one's the first that goes
damage
in.
boost. I'm gonna be dealing with those gang members.
And Archon Flows is
Can
really
I help
good.
you?
Actually, I've already been here. I was just with Director Keto, remember?
Oh, of course.
Archon Stretch,
Did you
there's
forget something?
not that much electric
Well, not
abilities.
exactly.
I know a lot of fire
I'd actually like to
abilities that
speak
will
to Shono-san, the 89
give
researcher.
health. So it's also you can also give fire abilities to one of your characters and give them health.
Cool.
Intensify, I think it's only good for healers. Because let's face it. Oh wait, no. This makes Wisp a beast.
And she already is a murder fairy, so why not, right?
Yeah, but no, think about this. Pretty much, Wisp, it's healing.
Where would I be able to find him?
Let
Mode,
me
healing
right?
node? Yeah.
Yeah,
that
healing
should
node.
be the research wing.
Yeah.
I
Restoring
believe he's in the
health with
protein
abilities grants
abnormalities
30%
lab.
strength. So
Probably need a gold keycard.
basically, she will
Get it now,
always
huh?
have
That's
60%
correct,
ability
sir.
strength.
I should be able to lend you one
Because
with the
of the
director's
constant
approval, though. Give me a
regen
moment
from
to
the
ask.
thing.
Yeah,
Could you tell me your name,
Cool.
sir?
Actually,
that is
never mind.
insanely
Kito-san seemed
good
pretty busy
for.
earlier.
Don't get me wrong,
I'll try
it's
back later.
not better
Are
than
you
Umbral
sure,
at the moment.
Good call. There's no
But
chance Keto-san
still,
would
it's
let us
something to
in.
look forward to.
At least now we know where Shono is.
And I'm out of supplies.
Yeah. I wonder if there's a map around here somewhere.
Oh. 6 days, so you can redo that for the other supplies.
Suspicious.
Now I have an Ostron cooking here.
The service entrance parking lot. All the delivery people come in and out through here. This is where Okubo's truck was parked 3 years ago. Hey. This leads to the research wing.
The receptionist said he would be in the protein abnormalities lab,
Quick
right?
experiment.
Huh. Well, I guess that's not on this map.
One day, Artis. One day.
Suspicious. This is where we are now. The ADDC lobby.
Okay, so if I put in flow.
Hey. Some kind of security gate, huh? The research wing must be just past there.
For example, if I use Vitality
excuse me.
with this one, I still have to make it max out.
Yes, ma'am?
Umbral Vitality,
This
plus
is one of
777,
Shono-san's researchers.
440, still really good though.
She was just about to
Still really
return to
good.
the lab.
Not perfect, but still really good.
My name's Hashimoto.
But
I
considering
can show you into Dr. Shono's
something
lab
like
if you'd
Ineza will always apply fire damage with its abilities, it was really
Yeah.
good.
Because fire ring and
sure?
whatnot.
Of course.
Great. We'll take you up
Flow,
on that.
Arkham Flow is
Wonderful.
really good with
Hashimoto-san
things that
just
have ice
happens to be
abilities
passing
on it.
through.
Thank you.
Not that much ice abilities
Right this
user
way.
actually. That's mostly Frost. This is really good for Frost. And even then, I would say it's weaker, but it's still a very
really
good
appreciate
flow
this,
ability because
Hashimoto-san.
if you
I'm
get an ice
Yagami.
ability, it just
And
keeps your
I'm
energy
Hoshino,
going.
from the
Oh,
Genda
damn.
Law
Archon
office.
Intensify is really good
Thank
for
you for doing
healers.
this.
Really
don't
good for
mention it.
healers.
I'm glad to help a guest of Director
77,
Kito's.
and
This
this one
place
can
is
be
so
30,
massive,
yeah.
you practically need a tour guide to
Still,
get
the
around.
Umbral
I
set
hope you're okay
is
with walking.
better overall, but that's
Oh,
because the
that's
Umbral
totally-
set by itself. No, it's still weaker than just Umbral by itself.
So,
Which
Hashimoto.
makes sense because it's an amalgam. But these three I will just keep for now. I'm not gonna use them yet. Yes.
San,
Okay.
what kind of work do you yourself do
It
here?
can't work with the
I'm
Umbral
part
mod.
of the team
If
developing
that would have been
89.
that would have actually been cool.
Dr. Shono is the head of
That
that
would've
team,
been.
but I'm pretty new around here.
Speaking of, what exactly does AD9 stand for?
Well, the AD comes from the name of the center. The Advanced Drug Development Center, ADDC. And it's the 9th drug our department's developed.
I'm so happy with this. It's not perfect, this build, but I don't care. It's not perfect. It's hilarious. It's my build.
Exactly.
I say above 10k. Like, the Prime Vigor is pretty much pointless. I can put better health in there, but, you know, it's fun.
Yeah.
Like, it's... I could put Natura's Hatred on it. Now, Carnus Caprice makes sense because 60% armor, 90% health.
Sorry, guys, I'm talking.
But then I'm barely below my threshold. But it is, well, my duration is up. But what do I care about duration? I'm not a duration user.
Oh,
I guess it depends
that
on
was
the
easy.
type of abilities you're using too, I guess, right?
Yeah, there's only one I would want to extend, which is the 5. But I have so much energy and I have constant flow of energy because of Hunter's adrenaline. Like, I'm always taking damage. I'm always taking damage on my health as Inaros. And I can just press 1, and I have Grace, level 2 Grace. So if I get hit, I get 3% health generation per second for 9 seconds.
Damn.
That's 30 health per second. Because I have 10k health. This is why I need to stay above 10k health. No, not even. No. That's, yeah, I literally 3% health. That's 300 health per second. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous regeneration for 9 seconds. I just don't die when that triggers.
Handy.
And that's not even its max form. Its max form, if I would get to rank 5, would be 6% health for 9%. So I can still double the health regeneration on this thing.
It'll be the first dementia-curing drug on the
And then we
market,
have Guardian,
right?
which is mine.
Seems like
which
it's
is
really getting
50% chance when I take damage that I get
there's a
300
lot riding
armor
on this one,
for 20
right?
seconds.
It could finally
Nice.
cure Alzheimer's
So a lot of things
disease.
get procced constantly.
That's right.
That's why my noob
Do
is
you know
currently
how many
pretty hard to
dementia
kill. But
patients
when he's
there are
fully
in
picked
Japan
out,
alone?
he's pretty much impossible
A
to kill
couple
because it's like
100,000 at least.
because either
Maybe
my
even in the
armor's
millions?
progging or my health's progging.
Right.
And
As
if
of
none of them are
2012,
progging,
there were
I'm probably gonna
4.62
stun an enemy
million.
and murder them for
That
health.
many?
By 2025, that number will increase to at least 7 million. Potentially up to
Because
13
Devour
million,
is a
including
fun thing
at-risk
to do.
patients. That's 1 in every 9 people.
Yikes.
However, as a nation, we're already at capacity in caring
incursion.
for these patients. In many cases, people over 60 are stuck looking after their dementia-struck parents in their own
Log
homes.
off there because I'm not gonna
Worldwide,
play
it's
anymore.
estimated there will be 135 million patients by the year 2050. It's staggering. In other words, AD9 could save the world. This could be a real miracle.
I gotta say,
Oh,
this
I'm in the
is
middle of
making
mission.
me
I want
feel
that to
kind of
damage.
bad about how we treated Keto-san
Wait, I
back
took
there.
damage, but my health didn't
Director
lower?
Keto will
Oh,
go
right,
down
my
in
grace
history
instantly
if we achieve
triggered.
this.
Yeah.
A lot's changed in 3 years.
What?
Gotta love it when that happens, right?
Oh, we have to eliminate all targets. Okay.
One second, guys. I'm sorry.
Over here? I'm literally on fire, and it's not even doing any damage to me. Because of Grace. I regen faster than I'm taking damage.
That's a good thing.
That's how ridiculous this build is. Knives also have the same arcane, but Knives doesn't have as much HP as my Inner Rose. This is why my Inner Rose is an HP ridiculous on HP. Because otherwise, I will not have enough.
Dr. Shono is right over there. Well, if you'll excuse me.
Oh, thank you. Bad armor. Angst. Let me at him. Oh, he's coming for me.
Yagami-san? But...
Oh, there's a prime
how did
Adam.
you get in here?
Hey, calm down. I just want to talk.
I can't do that.
Ah, let him hit me.
Kido-san doesn't know you're
He's
here.
just hitting me, and I'm like,
Is there
sorry,
a
am I being
problem?
hit? Oh, ow.
Ichinose-san.
I've never heard you raise your voice, Shono-san.
Aren't you the guy from the lobby?
Tickles. Tickles.
My name is Ichinose. I'm here from the Ministry of Health, offering political support to AD...
Auto hack.
Nine's development.
Kido-san called you vice minister.
I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Pretty lofty for a vice minister. You can boss scientists around, but I'm not biting.
So I see.
Shono-san, please. I just need a few minutes to talk. We'll leave right after we're done, promise.
I already told you I can't. Not without Kido-san here.
I need you to tell me, why did Shintani call you?
Shintani? I've never heard that name in my life.
This is important, Shono. You have to have some idea.
Please, I don't. Now get out of here. I'm calling Director Kido.
Do what you want. Just let me ask you one thing first. After Shintani was murdered, the killer gouged out both of his eyes. 3 other near-identical murders have taken place in Kamurocho recently. Are you aware of that, Shono-san?
Of course I am. It's all over the news.
And you still have no idea why Shintani called you? Nothing at all?
No, I don't. Now please let me get back to work.
What the? What are you doing here?
Kido-san.
I believe I told you to leave. What about that didn't you understand?
I wanted to ask about Shintani's call.
I hate spies.
About which I already said Shono doesn't know anything.
And I needed to hear that from him, not you.
Enough. Call security.
We were just leaving.
I'm going to bed.
Come on, Hoshino-kun.
I'll be filing a complaint with the Bar Association under the minister's name.
Also, I'm not
Minister?
destroying
Health?
Steel Path yet. I need to
That's
get
right.
a lot of other stuff before I
Minister
do that.
Kazami expects great things from AD9, and he won't tolerate distractions from your ilk.
I feel like we came up empty-handed. Why would Shintani-sensei have called Shono-san? Yagami-san?
That wasn't the first time I've heard about Minister Kazami.
Huh?
When was it, though? Who was talking to me about the Ministry of Health? It must have been Ayabe, when we were drinking over at Tender. I definitely remember him mentioning Minister Kazami. We were talking about how the Kyorei clan ended up in Kamurocho. Apparently, they're being used as muscle for a construction company called the Kajihira Group. A while back, Chairman Kajihira himself was going around, laying the political groundwork for a Tokyo revamp project. And one of the people he met with was Naohisa Kazami from the Ministry of Health.
Huh.
You'd think he'd go to the Ministry of Land, though. His project has nothing to do with health. What would he gain from meeting Kazami?
That's true. Do you think it has to do with our case somehow?
Good night.
I don't know.
Yeah, have a
Depends
good
on
night.
what the two of them
Good
are
night.
talking about.
In that case, maybe our Kajihira expert can help us out with that.
Who?
Sugiura-san. He used to work for them, remember?
Oh, yeah.
So, you want to know how Kajihira and Kazumi are connected?
Yeah. Any way you can find that out?
Not really sure, but I'll give it a shot.
Thanks.
You're still at the ADDC, yeah? Just give me some time. I'll call you if I find anything.
Oh, Yagami-san. I'm gonna head back to the office. I just got an email from Saori-san. Apparently, a journalist named Hattori barged into the office. Says he wants to interview you.
Me?
It sounds like he's looking into Shintani-sensei's murder, too. Anyway, I'll go ahead and drive him off.
You'll be Genda Sensei's ace attorney before you know it.
Nah, I don't know if I'm ready for that. Honestly.
Why?
Too much responsibility for a guy my age, you know? I think I make a much better sidekick for now.
Okay. But when that gets old?
I don't know that it will. Being a professional sidekick for the rest of my life sounds okay to me. I'll see you later.
Now I can get the damage, yay. Anyway, I need to go get some dinner because I'm hungry. And I'll come back to stream later. You guys have a good night. If I don't come back for streaming this, if I do stream another game, it'll be probably Star Wars. So, let me finish putting these skill points into something. Do I have any? Can I do any more? I cannot. Okay. Going to save now. I'm 14 hours into this game and I'm still not really done yet. Anyway, later everyone.